Hey YouTube, I'm here today to take a look at the Thrash and Throw T-Rex. Now I was planning to do a review of the Sinoceratops, but I ordered one from Amazon and I was told it was going to arrive on Wednesday. Wednesday came and went and it didn't arrive, so I contacted them and it turns out actually they don't even have it in stock. So they have no idea when it's going to arrive, even though they told me it was in stock and it was going to arrive within a week of me ordering it. So it kind of screwed me over on that one. And so we're going to have to make do with the Thrash and Throw T-Rex, but this is an awesome toy, so even though it's been out for a while, hopefully you'll still enjoy taking a closer look at it with me. Now this is based on Rexy from the first movie, but with all the scarring that she got at the end of that film, and maybe a bit of scarring from the fight at the end of Jurassic World as well, which you can see on the sculpt. If we take a closer look here. It's a really great sculpt. I mean, look at that. As we go along, you can see there's scarring there with claw marks from the Velociraptor attack. And I love this kind of detailing. It really makes the creature feel real, you know, like it's lived and it's had all these experiences. See more scratches there on the thigh, there on the tail, going down. Then on the other side, I love these ones on the side of Rexy's face and on her chin there. A few more on the neck there as well. There's just so much detailing goes into these. Can't imagine how long it must take to sculpt these. Such a great face. It really does look straight up out of the movie. Now articulation wise, the little arms at the front here move forward and backwards. Now I've painted the nails on this, they weren't painted when I got it, but all the rest were. The legs do have some articulation forward and backwards, so if you really wanted to, you can have the T-Rex kind of looking downwards like that, as if it's eating or sniffing something. And you can get a standing or upright too, like that. Now there's also some articulation in the ankles here. They swivel, which doesn't look very good because it breaks up the sculpt, but being able to swivel them ever so slightly is actually pretty handy with balancing the T-Rex sometimes. You just need to ever so slightly move those a bit to get it to balance correctly. There is some sway in the neck there as well. When you're posing it, you can kind of move it from side to side a bit there, and that's mainly because of the action feature. Now this has got a lot of electronic features to it. First off, there's the stomping sound, which if you press down on this bit here, which has the code for the app, if you stamp down on that, it makes a really good stomping noise. Then if you get hold of the tail, if you press the tail down, the head will raise up and the mouth opens and he roars. And if you pull the tail upwards, you can see he leans forward and makes some different noises. And if you move the tail from side to side, it makes kind of a swishing noise. Now pretty much every time you touch the toy, he will make the stomping noise. It's very sensitive on the foot there. So get used to that. Every time you touch this toy, every time you move it, you're going to hear a stomping noise. But it's an awesome toy, and it's a bit bigger than the Extreme Chomping T-Rex, which I quite like, because you can basically use the two T-Rexes as two different T-Rexes if you wanted to, or you can have it that the Extreme Chomping is a younger version of Rexy, and this is the older one where she's bigger and she's got the scars. But personally, this is my favourite of the two, even though they're both fantastic toys. I like her being a bit bigger, I like the extra detailing. And she scales up, she's pretty much the same size as the Spinosaurus, and I like that, even though the Spinosaurus in the movie in Jurassic Park 3 was a bit bigger than the T-Rex. I like the idea of Spinosaurus and Rexy being around about the same size, so it'd be a pretty even match if they were to fight each other. So you can have some pretty good battles between the Spinosaurus and the T-Rex, or a T-Rex and a little dog if you've got one. Another thing I like about this toy is that it shares quite a few features with the original T-Rex from the first Jurassic Park toy line, which also had a roaring feature, even though it's activated in a different way by squeezing the back. And this had a stomping feature too, so I feel like they've deliberately kind of homaged that original T-Rex, which is nice. And to scale them together, the Thrash and Throw isn't as big as Red. As you can see there, Red is quite a bit bigger than Rexy. It's funny because Rexy seemed pretty big until I got Red out, and now she seems tiny in comparison. But part of that's because Red kind of leans back a bit, but even if I have her standing up straight like that, you can see there is a size difference there. Now, I have compared Rexy with the Spinosaurus in my Spinosaurus review, so I won't bother doing that again now. But like they say, they do scale pretty well in my opinion. They look really good together. Thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully I'll have a Sinoceratops / Pachyrhinosaurus within the next couple of weeks, but it seems to be really hard to get hold of, which is frustrating, because it's the last one that I want now that's available until next year or so. I've got pretty much every Jurassic World toy that I want now from this year, so it's going to be great to have that again. It's nice to have more herbivores. Thanks for watching again, and I'll catch you in the next video.